Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday, March the 5th, and I ran 2.11 miles in 26 minutes and 44 seconds. So that's basically a continuous run, and that means I was a mile short of running a continuous 5K, which I've already done. But that was basically kind of a pushing my limits type thing. And now what I'm doing is building the endurance so that the 5K is a thing that I can do every time. So when I say I ran for about 27 minutes, what I mean is I was running at an easygoing pace, a pace that I could theoretically carry a conversation at. Now, it might not have been super easy to talk continuously without taking a breath here and there, but it was easy enough. Easy enough that I could have continued and done another 5K, but I plan to do a long distance walk tomorrow, and that's basically that's the objective on this channel, is to talk about wellness and conservation. And I believe I'm going to post this to my second channel. And on my second channel, I talk about instruments, and I consider my body an instrument, and it had been out of tune for a while. So if you're watching this channel, and if you can backtrack to the beginning of the videos list, there aren't that many videos on this channel, but if you can backtrack to the beginning of this video list, you'll see that I talked about the extreme benefits of eating a plant-based diet. And in the beginning, I did what a lot of the influencers are talking about, and that is to only have consumed a mostly fruit diet. And when I talk about doing something like that, I shouldn't say a lot of, but some of the people who interact with my channel will continuously talk about how we have to have nutrition. We have to have proper nutrients. We have to have proper protein. And they'll go on and on about eating meat, things that you don't really need. These are the same people that talk about the importance of always going to a doctor when you're feeling ill. And they never talk about doing something like stopping the activities that got us ill to begin with. So recently I had some difficulties communicating with some family members about these concepts, and so I've kind of distanced myself from those conversations as much as I can, mostly continuing to say that I've also had these same fallouts with friends, close friends who have traveled with me, friends who used to reach out to me frequently, and who used to be able to talk about a variety of topics. The thing about these topics, about self-control, is that when you start talking about these things, it can drive a lot of people away from you. And the reason for that, all I can do is guesstimate that has something to do with the topics of peace. Because if I were to talk about other topics of peace, that sometimes has caused the most curious responses from people both close to me and not so close to me. And the only difference is, if people aren't close to one another, they can lash out in a more hostile way. So I try not to generate a lot of hostility. In fact, you can see my demeanor on this channel, and you can either cheerfully click on subscribe, maybe the thumbs up, because you're being motivated to take steps yourself in the direction of well-being, or you can continue to, I guess, criticize. I'm very good at critiquing all of the situations that I'm in. In fact, I was in my last line of corporate employment, I was a software troubleshooter, and in that line, what I was supposed to do was find all the problems in the software and report it back to the developers, oftentimes helping to fix the problems as well. But basically, I was just finding the problems and pointing them out, and I got highly paid for that. And so in this line that I'm in right now, wellness and conservation, which you can see primarily on my primary channel. I talk about wellness and conservation and the nature around us that needs to be addressed. Here on this channel, as I said, I like to dedicate it to instruments, and I consider myself an instrument that needed tuning up. And so I'm putting a few videos on this channel to talk about my progress. In the beginning, I just started running on a treadmill, sometimes in interval formats at places like our local state parks. And I was making a little bit of progress, but the thing that really got me going was I got a smartwatch that was able to measure heart rate, sleep activity, pulse, heart rate, oxygen level, and even the cadence. And it even measures the power with which I'm running. And so I have a lot of data. With all of that data comes insights. With all of that data comes insights that allow me to fine tune what I'm doing so that I can make even more progress in a less amount of in less time, basically. So I hope that you're enjoying everything that you're learning from all of the channels on this platform, not just my own. And I hope that you're engaging with all of the people with whom you're learning from. And I also hope that you consider sharing your own content so that people can learn with you as well. We all have insights, and some of those insights can be fine-tuned, and we can only fine-tune those concepts by sharing information with one another. Sharing is caring. Until next time, again, this is Sunday, March the 5th. I basically, I feel good. I feel better than good. I feel pretty great, actually. And also in the city that I'm in, we got a pretty amazing amount of rain. And that amazing rainfall has caused such an eruption, I guess, of the fruits that are in the garden that we're tending to in this household. So hopefully your gardens are flourishing as well. Hopefully you can appreciate the days as they go by. I know that there are some challenging times throughout the nation, but I also know that the main thing as far as our feelings are concerned is that our state of mind is typically how we will feel, and how we will feel capable of performing. So health is wealth, and that's really about it. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you did click on the thumbs up. I hope that you did subscribe. If you want to click on the thumbs down, that's fine. I hope that you feel free to leave some comments as far as why you did that. But either way, thanks again for watching. Peace, love, and all that old school stuff.